Tell me if this sounds familiar and don't lie. How many of you have started a fitness routine and like a diet at some point in your life? Probably, if I had to guess, maybe in your early 20s, maybe even in your later teenage years, this all started. But you started from a place of not liking your body. And that place of not liking your body started because of maybe something you saw inside of a magazine, or maybe you saw on a commercial, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, wait, am I not supposed to look like that? Are my thighs not supposed to touch? Is my waist not supposed to hang over my shorts like that? And so you get all of these messages about you need to look a certain way. And then you'll be happy, you'll feel pretty, you'll feel confident. Does that sound familiar so far? And then once you start the fitness routine and the diet, you go to extremes and you're super obsessive. You have so many rules, like I got to wake up every morning and eat a little something and then go to the gym, and then I'm going to eat every 3 hours, like no matter what, whether I'm hungry or not, I'm eating every 3 hours. I'm only eating this many calories, this much protein. I'm not eating 3 hours before bed. I'm drinking a gallon of water every day. I'm regimented with my supplements and I'm staying away from these foods. I mean, you just come up with like so many rules, but it actually ends up working for a little bit. I was once there. I was there for decades. I will share my story with eating disorders and body dysmorphia in more detail, maybe in another video. But if you started your fitness routine like that, I'm right there with you. Before we get into today's topic, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Christine, and I'm the founder of Size Happy, where I help women become BFFs with their body and get in shape. I believe that beauty standards are flawed and not you. And if you would like more resources about me and what I do, you can go to sizehappy.com or Size Happy anywhere on social media. There was a time where fitness ruined my body image. As much as I love working out and as much as I love taking care of my body, there was a time where I became really obsessed with how I look. I was doing fasted cardio in the morning because I would binge eat the night before, and I thought that doing cardio the next day, fasted on an empty stomach, would kind of X out the binge that I did the night before. I mean, I would exercise every single day. And if I didn't exercise or if I didn't do cardio, I literally thought that I was going to gain weight. It was just so crazy and so twisted. I was so obsessed with making sure that I worked out every day that there were times where I wouldn't hang out with my friends. I would be like, no, I'm going to go work out. Or they wanted to go out somewhere to eat. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to stay in and whatever. And then I would just go home and just eat all this chicken and broccoli and like boring stuff. When it comes to body image and fitness, I want to share with you some things to look into and consider if you are wanting to pursue a fitness goal without harming your body image. And you're probably going to think that I'm crazy to still be holding on to these, but I just want to give you a little bit of context. So this magazine is from November 2009. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here somewhere. November 2009. I was heavy into exercising, getting in shape. I loved it. I loved how I felt. I loved seeing my body change. I loved watching my muscles pop. I just love transformations in general. But for me, I can take things very seriously, have no wiggle room, no flexibility. Everything is just bam, 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 bam. And then if I go off of the plan or I miss a day or life happens, like God forbid, I am cranky and I'm stressing out about not being able to exercise, or stressing out about all the binges that I did multiple nights a week. But the point that I'm making here is I have all these magazines, and these are from 2009. I don't know why, but I just can't get rid of them. This is when like things really started for me and my fitness journey started. It's around the time that I became a certified personal trainer, and I really, really fell in love with fitness. I still love fitness. It is a huge part of my life. Even when I'm on vacations, I work out. But this was like the body that I was going for. And it's very, very hard to, I would say, maintain this body. It's not that hard to actually gain this type of muscle and get this lean, but it is hard to keep it. And so that's like another reason why I got out of fitness competitions, is because you can't really sustain the look that you're going for. And in my opinion, it's like, well, what's the point if I can't even look that way for longer than like a week after the competition? And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the competitiveness and like the pushing of myself in the gym and the regimen of eating good to achieve this body. But it's like, my life is more for living these days and having fun and flexibility, and not so much with trying to achieve a certain look and restricting so many parts of myself in life. So if you are embarking on a fitness journey, the first thing I would ask you is, well, why is getting in shape, or why is improving your body image important to you? You would tell me an answer, and then I would ask you, well, why is that important to you? You would say, well, because I want to be able to play with my kids. Well, why is that important to you? And typically you have to ask yourself about 6 times, well, why is that important to you? To get to like the real reason and the real root and the foundation of why something is really important to you. And chances are the reason why you want to have a good body image and you want to just feel strong and in shape is because you just want to have that freedom and that ease of being able to walk out the door and wear what you want and not be so concerned about your body size or shape, and to go on and live your best life and to show up as you are. So take some time today and really think about why it is that you are wanting to lose weight, build muscle, feel better inside of your body. Then I would have you come up with a realistic plan based upon maybe your work schedule and also based upon your responsibilities. Like, I homeschool my son, so typically I'll go to the gym and then homeschool. So it's all about coming up with a realistic plan around your schedule that's not going to stress you out or spread you thin, even more than you're probably already stressed out and spread thin. Then once you come up with that realistic, fun, and flexible plan, start from a place of love and appreciation and respect and gratitude for your body. This is where I went wrong in the beginning, and I came from a place of control and like wanting this so bad, but in a negative way, and just feeling like I have to change this about myself. I have to have a flat stomach. I have to have bigger legs. I have to whatever. But I was doing it in such like a desperate, frantic, obsessive manner. And it was really destroying my body image because eventually I wouldn't get there fast enough. And so you get impatient. And then for me comes the binges, which comes the frustration and the guilt and the shame. And it's just like this cycle that I went through for decades. So my like big suggestion and recommendation is, if you are on a fitness journey now, and you're feeling this way, you're just feeling very rigid and obsessive, then I would say, come back, get grounded, and start from a place of love and respect for your body, and maybe focus on getting stronger overall instead of like trying to look a certain way. After you do that for some time, I would definitely recommend checking in with yourself weekly. So how are you feeling? What habits have you formed that are actually good? Are there any that are bad, that are getting in your way, that aren't in alignment with what you're desiring? How's your mood? How's your energy? How's your sleep? Do you find yourself hungry all the time? These are things to definitely look into because they can be an indicator that you are exercising too much or you're eating too less. Something else I would definitely recommend is, if you're on social media a lot, I would diversify your social media account. So for me personally, I like following a few, like a handful of women who do bikini competitions because they are in really good shape. But when I look at them, it motivates me to want to exercise and to push myself. Whereas for some women, it might you might look at their account and then feel not enough, or like, I could never do that, or I'll never get in that shape. And it like takes away from you. So it's just very important to monitor what kind of accounts empower you and inspire you and motivate you to want to do better and push harder, and what accounts do the complete opposite. And lastly, as your body changes, buy clothes that actually fit your new body, so to say. So if you're losing weight, buy some nice clothes that are fitting you better, that maybe hug your curves in all the right places. If you are gaining weight or gaining muscle, maybe find some clothes where you don't have your stomach hanging out of the side so much. I mean, I know I used to want to be a size 2, and I would just stay in a size 2, even though like everything was just pushing out of my jeans and I was not comfortable at all and I couldn't breathe. So that's what I mean by that, is like, if things are just getting a little too tight and it's not becoming flattering looking, buy a size up. There's nothing wrong about buying a size up. It is one of the best things that you can do. You're going to feel so much better and so much more confident in your body, and we shouldn't really be dictated by like sizes. So size small, size medium, size large, size 0, size 12. It's like, whatever. I'm just going to buy clothes that like look super cute, that I like, and that fit my body. I hope that this video was really helpful today. I know how easy it is to start a fitness routine and really start obsessing about your body and your weight and getting impatient and getting frustrated, and then you think you need to have a flatter stomach, and then your legs need to be bigger and your butt needs to be bigger, and it's just always one thing after another. As long as you're doing things in a very healthy manner and you're doing things that are balanced and you're not obsessing and restricting and counting everything, then you're doing a pretty good job. I will see you on the next video.